Wingapo, friends. So, I'm about to check my DNA, and I'm recording it so that I can send it to y'all. But this doesn't mean that we're all the same thing. So, here we go. By the way, I'm sick as a dog. A Mexican dog. Where do I go? Hang on. Sign in. I don't know if that's right. Okay, here we are. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all, here it is. 54% Native American, which means Indio. 11% Iberian Peninsula. 10% European South. That's a big percentage. Not big, but it's bigger than most people. 7% Great Britain. 18% other regions.
18% other regions is a lot.
That is a lot. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to be like those people that start crying and say, I never knew that I was Iberian Peninsula.
That's Spanish.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so the Native American, look at this, that's cool. Okay, so the Native American is 54%. Your DNA shows that you have ancestry from Native American and links you to these specific regions, Western and Central Mexico, which makes sense because that's where we're from. Western Mexico. Western Mexico is like Acapulco and Guerrero, I think. Or at least what it shows here. I don't know if I can zoom in. Oops.
Yeah, click on that part.
Okay, so...
Central Mexico. Basically is what it says.
Right. Central Mexico. So that... Okay, so let's look at it. Wow. So in 1750, it's sporadic, which I don't really know what that means.
Got 18.
So I see here Guadalajara, Jalisco, Michoacán, Aguascalientes, Guanajuato, Querétaro, Mexico City, and then I
Michoacán.
see Michoacán in 1800, 1825. Whoa.
That's where your family has spread out to.
Oh.
And then keep going.
So, okay, so it looks like it started in 1750 from... But I don't think that's well, because I would have a mixture of like all of my Mexican, I guess from both parts, like our grandparents on my dad's side and my mom's side. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to read into this more for it to make sense, because it starts 1750. I don't know what starts in 1750 though exactly.
Go to the most recent and see what it does.
So if you keep going through the years, it looks like it just keeps spreading out over all of central, mostly western,
so you
like Jalisco and Michoacán.
So you have family over there.
Yeah. Guerrero. Whoa.
And then they moved to California.
And we have some people in California in 1900s. Okay, that's interesting. More people in California. Where's Texas?
Keep going.
That's 1925. How do I keep
Does it
going?
keep going? No?
No. That's 1925.
Oh.
So it looks like a lot of our family in like 1900, between 1900 and 1925, moved to California.
Wow.
Huh. That's interesting. So we probably have roots all the way over there, starting in that time, like from before the time that our grandparents were, well, around the time that they were born, because they were born in the 1920s and 30s. That's really weird. I guess I'll have to ask my mom. Okay. Let's see. In the early 20th century, the majority of central Mexico's population still lived in poverty. The disparity in wealth and social injustice, as well as dissatisfaction with the long rule of Porfirio Diaz, led to the Mexican Revolution of 1910. Thousands fled the bloodshed by crossing the border into the United States, often settling in established settlements in California. Some worked on American railroad lines, while others used the railroads to commute to Los Angeles to work in nearby bean, vegetable, and fruit fields. Okay, let's look here. 1750 to 1800. Despite the difficult landscape and semi-arid climate, fertile soil and potential labor force attracted Spanish settlers to central Mexico. Wealthy settlers implemented the hacienda system, which relied on indigenous laborers to grow crops like sugar, coffee, maize, rice, bananas, wheat, tobacco, and cocoa. Haciendas also housed skilled workers like bricklayers, weavers, and tailors. Others who lived in rural villages often worked as subsistence farmers, vaqueros, or cowboys, craftsmen, and store owners. Men labored in fields and mines, while women often worked as domestics or in tobacco factories. Okay. So the hacienda concept, I guess, came up or started in the central part of Mexico, meaning that might be where our ancestors linked up and made us who we are, I think. I don't know on whose side, but I would think that maybe that's where the Spanish hooked up with the indigenous people, their workers or their laborers. Let's see. Years of labor unrest, social inequality, and a growing sense of Mexicanidad, a Mexican identity separate from Spain, came to head in Guanajuato. In 1810, a priest named Miguel Hidalgo ignited a Mexican independence movement that spread quickly through central Mexican cities. Despite executions, setbacks, and destruction to farms and mining centers in this Bajío region of Guanajuato, Querétaro, and Jalisco, Mexico finally gained its independence in 1821. However, in volatile climate of political instability and battling regimes, the day-to-day lives of most poor laborers did not change much. In 1825 to 1850, an era of political instability followed independence. A large part of Mexico's agriculture infrastructure, including dams, aqueducts, and irrigation, had been destroyed, but the hacienda system survived. Although the hacienda laborers were often oppressed, their family life preserved. Fathers and sons drove mule trains to cities or mines to sell surplus goods, while mothers and daughters maintained the home, cared for animals, and sold food in markets. Children went to the hacienda school and workers could worship in the hacienda chapel. However, work was not always plentiful and sometimes laborers had to migrate to find employment. So I guess that's when they started to migrate to California, things like that, for work. Excuse me. 1900, 1925, and early 20th century, the majority of central Mexico's population still lived in... Okay, I already read this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now let's see what else we are... Okay, let's see. Okay. We're also Iberian Peninsula, Spain and Portugal. Your DNA shows that you have ancestry from Iberian Peninsula and links you to these specific regions. Oops. Okay. Which that makes sense. That's okay, Spain, Portugal. Now 10% is Italy and Greece, Europe South. Your DNA shows that you have ancestry from Europe South and links you to these specific regions.
Prado.
That could be the last name of Prado, which we've looked up before, and it's an Italian last name. This region gave rise to some of the most iconic cultures the Western world has known. The Greeks were first with their pantheon of gods. Wow. So we have Greek and Italian, maybe. Well, either or.
Probably Italian.
And we have Great Britain, guys. England, Scotland, Wales region. 7%, that's kind of a big percentage.
I think that the low confidence region is a high percentage.
So, we have a lot of random shit.
Ireland, Scotland, and Wales.
Ireland, Scotland, and Wales, 5%.
Middle East, 6%.
Middle East, 6%. What does that mean, though, low confidence?
They know you have these items, but they don't know, like, the actual real percentage.
Oh. Africa North.
Click on that.
Morocco, Algeria, Libya, Egypt. Wow. Morocco, Western Sahara, Algeria, and Libya. That's crazy. Oh my god.
Do Middle East. And that
Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Oman, Yemen, United Arab Emirates, Lebanon, and Israel.
That one's what, 6%?
Yeah.
Middle East?
Mm-hmm.
What's Africa? Southeastern Africa? So you have more Africa?
Yeah. Southeastern Africa.
South
Africa, Kenya,
Namibia,
Botswana, Zimbabwe.
Zambia.
What the hell? Mozambique, Uganda.
Black Panther.
That's crazy. Okay, Europe West.
That's less than 1%.
So that's not much, but we have a little bit of Belgium, France, Germany, Netherlands. One of those. We also have Senegal, which is This is, where is this?
Part of Africa.
Oh, okay.
You also have another part. If you go back, the Ivory Coast. Go down. Ivory Coast, Ghana. That's another part of Africa. Y'all are all over Africa.
We have Asia Central.
What is that?
Afghanistan.
Wow. Y'all are really ethnic.
What the hell? That's a lot of shit. Oh my god. This is a lot more than you even see on the Ancestry results, right?
Yeah. What's Caucasus? Oh, that's Armenia, Iran, Iraq,
Turkey,
Turkey.
Syria. Damn, we're pretty Indian, or I guess Asian or Middle Eastern. What the fuck? But 54% of Native American was...
Yeah. Mostly Native American.
Yeah.
And then from there, the second most is Spanish, obviously.
But whoever these people were mixed with a bunch of random shit.
Yeah, whoever they were mixed with was Middle Eastern. Because the next most after Europe South is Middle East.
So Europe South is what?
Italy.
So what I've seen for a lot of the the people that do their DNA results that are from Mexico, theirs is like 50-50, like 50% Native American and then 50% Iberian Peninsula. But we have about 50% Native American. The rest of it's all over the place. Like, for real, all over the place. Alright, y'all. That concludes it. I'm going to be sending this to y'all soon. Bye.